and then inhale maximum, hold it, now we are talking about the Taoism. Tao, T-A-O, Tao or D-A-O, Tao or Taoism. D, wherever in Chinese they pronounce D as is their word, that to be considered as a T when we wanted to do the pronunciation. That time this is called as a Tao, T-A-O, Taoism is nothing but is the collectively known as a Taoism, is kind of the religion or religion, or there is a kind of the divine pathway where the people will follow the Taoism pathway. So in fact in China there are the Buddhism and also is the Taoism. How the Jainism, Buddhism is there in India and other neighboring countries. In the similar way, there are the two religions are existing in China. One is the Taoism, other one is of course Buddhism also. But this Taoism is giving us a pathway of the universe. The main treasuries of the Taoism is patience, compassion and harmony. So patience, you know my patience, right? I do have patience or not?
Yes, sir.
Really? Dil se bol rahe hain. So that patience is required. That means not with me, that Taoism says the people should have the patience and the compassion towards anything, right? That also is the one treasury. And then of course if this two is there, then the harmony also comes naturally, right? Harmony is nothing but two harmonies, how the involuntary and voluntary both to be required as a harmony to the human body. If this harmony is not there, so in between how the internal and external environment also should support to the human system. Therefore the temperature also to be normal internally. 98.6 degree Fahrenheit or 37 degrees centigrade is normal internally. But externally 25 should be normal. If it is 32, 40, that get impacted to our human system or not? Yes or no? So both are required. In the similar way, this Taoism also says when the person have patience and compassion, if I have the compassion to address to all of you, when I don't have and my wife is pushing me, my professor is pushing me, go and take the classes. No one is there, go and take. So somebody is, I'm not quite interested to do that, and then the words and flow doesn't come, isn't it? I shouldn't be cherished in front of you, but I am always is dull. That is a disharmony. If I am harmony, compassion is there, I am really blissful to tell you everything. So in this way, the external and then internal environment, our emotions and then physical environment all are good, then we are healthy state. If this get interruption, the Taoism says when you don't have any three of them, then harmony also you don't get. If it is harmony is there and there is no health also, that also not good. So therefore you understand this, the majorly the Taoism principle says the majorly this to be considered as a harmony. But what is harmony according to the acupuncture? What are the symbol of the Taoism is nothing but Zhang Fu. This it says equilibrium. The men and women equilibrium. Right? The brightness and darkness should be equilibrium. Day is 12 hours, night is 12 hours is equilibrium. Systolic is equilibrium, diastolic also equilibrium each other. Right? In the same way, there is a sun is there, moon is there, is the harmony. Right? There is the summer is there, winter also required. And daytime is peak time of the heat, and the peak 12 o'clock is the coldness time. Both are required. Everything the Taoism says, there is a positive, there is a negative. There is the good energy, there is the bad energy. There is a evil energy, there is a purified energy. So anything is the two contradictions is existing in this universe. So in the same way, the two forces also required to the human system. If one is harmony, the other one is disharmony. One is dominating, other one is the very susceptibility. Then this get discomfort in the life. So Taoism generally says, if you want it to be as a harmony is nothing but is normal, healthy person, mentally, physically, socially. If this is not there, I am healthy person, overall my harmony also good, but socially I am very loneliness. Is it good for health? Again that also miserable life. So in the similar way, now we understand about there are so many practices of Taoism to increase and regulate the overall energy in terms of the good energy to be activated. For that this religion is giving you some kind of the modalities and then techniques, where among them the qigong and tai chi chuan, these are the two yoga exercises they do like in China. So now here is the Taoist thought of captivating the idea to achieve the material immortality. So these are the few practices which we have told. The respiratory techniques. Respiratory techniques. So what all these Taoism techniques are implementing and they are doing in their respective country to become the healthy state. So now the respiratory technique, when we wanted to do the comparison to the China and then India, of course we do have the pranayama. Pranayama is the part of our life from the birth to till death. What we are receiving? We are receiving the air to breathe. That is almost is existing. It is omnipresent, right? Everywhere the energy is existing. But the right energy of the qi to be activated. Qi is nothing but is the air. That energy to be strengthened to the entire body for the each and every cell and then tissues. If we are receiving through the nostril, that is pranayama, we do that lot of exercises. How many, each breath, how many times we should do the breath? Each minute. How many times we should do the breath? What is the normal breath for the per minute? 18. 16 to 18 breath to be taken per minute. If we take around 10 breath, that also one way is really good. 10 breath per minute, that we are extending our life span to our longevity. Like that, here also people do the Anulom Vinulom and Adi Shuddhi, and Moon and Chandra. So all are really required for the breathing exercises, where normally the traditional Indian system of medicine yoga is executing. Whereas in the respiratory technique in the China, they really slightly different from the Indian, but the concept is more or less is same, right? For example, you can see when we wanted to do as a respiratory technique, normally the people use like this. They take from the filling to the stomach from here. Now we have to expand our chest, like how many inches? 32 or 36 inches. Like this, you bend your legs and then inhale maximum, hold it. This is kind of the technique. Normally they do practice. I think I'm not totally professional, but they do this kind of the exercises, respiratory technique, to strengthening to the Dantian. What are the difference between this and then us, pranayama and this? But they normally focus on there are the three places they focus. You remember the chi is nothing but it comes and goes. The light comes and goes, but somewhere that should be stored. But where is getting the stored? Where should store? There are the few places the energy storage to be taken place, that to be placing on the lower Dantian, lower part of the Dantian, but pronunciation is Dantian. Dantian, to understand to me, it takes decades. That means that many years it took me to understand what is Dantian, right? So, in fact, this is whatever you are receiving. When you are receiving or accepting or the environmental or the cosmic energy you are taking to your chest cavity, and then through to the abdomen, and then the lower jaw, till the navel, you are storing the energy. You are storing the energy inside the navel, and then you are executing from this toxicity which is unwanted. So that means is the good purified energy, which is heaven energy, which is existing vicinity of you and me, and then that we are entering to our lungs. Of course, once we do this procedure scientifically, that goes to the depth of the lungs to circulate to the each and every corner of the air sacs called as the alveoli of the lungs. It goes to the bronchi, from the bronchi it goes to the bronchioles, from the bronchioles it goes to the alveolic system. Then again it is the exchange of the gases. Then it goes from carbon dioxide is eliminated from the bottom of the lungs, that is exhalation, right? Inhalation is the pure energy to be inhaled, and then this is one. And according to the respiratory technique of the Taoism principles, so you need to store the energy to the lower Dantian. There are the Dantian are the three. One, just we wanted to know, Dantian is called as a sea of the chi. Sea means is the ocean of the chi. Chi is nothing but is the energy. It is stored on the below the navel. It is stored on the below the umbilicus, exactly 2 to 3 fingers below. Nearly, you understand, below the navel, above the pubic symphysis. So that particular area to be known as a storage of the chi to be taken place. But most of the places chi comes and then it enters the chi. Across the body it enters the chi. Cosmic energy is entering through the good environment. If you are in the divine place, you are in the holy places, But naturally the chi, when you are totally purified, you have forgotten, you have done the forgiveness, and your mind and thought, your body is purified. You have visited and entered to the holy divine places, meditation places, where the energy, that particular energy is nourishing to the entire body through our holes of the skin. That is one thing. And the second thing is, so once we take the energy through the cosmic or the environmental good energy, because when the environment is good, when the outside the pleasantable area, how the we call as a trees and plants and gardens and park is there, so that particular region how you nourish, right? Why we wanted to do in the good place of the environment. If it is isolated also, that should be purified place of the greeneries. So that greeneries will giving the energy to the body system in the form of the pure oxygen, isn't it? So same way, when we take the energy, that energy is storing on the below the navel, where the maximum energy, the name itself is the one particular acupuncture point to be known as a chi hai. Chi hai is the Ren 6 point. This is the navel and this is the point. So this particular area is the Ren 6 acupuncture point. This one particular point where the storage of the energy to be stored in this particular region. If it is stored, then from here we can give the attunement or we can do the treatment as well according to the Chinese theory. So when we think to do something for the treatment, take the energy from here and then provide the treatment to the patient, and this existing energy that nourishing to the people. Like that is the lower Dantian is nothing but is the ocean of the energy or the storage of the energy, especially that particular region where the abundance of the chi is stored here. But no doubt the energy is storing in the other parts is the called as a intang, that is the extra one point. So this point also it stores the energy. The another is the upper Dantian, that to be stored on the scalp, top of the vertex of the head also, right? And then there are the few places where the energy is entering to the body, and for example there is a fench. Fench is the place where the energy entered and then it destroys also. The GB20, if it is a more wind energy is entering on the gallbladder 20 area, so the energy is entering, so that excessive wind energy is entered in this, if it is accumulated, so that will become the over the period of time the toxicity also converts. So due to that is the wind more energy is entered, but it's not dispersed. If it is stored, but it's not dispersed. So that particular time, so it causes the numerous diseases related to the ear and then head related problem. Due to that reason, once we apply the treatment to the wind, that's called as a gallbladder 20. So this 20 region, I just apply the needle, I just applied the gallbladder 20. If I wanted to use bilaterally, because both the sides are there, we just apply the gallbladder 20 and gallbladder 20 bilaterally. So now I wanted to withdraw the unwanted chi which is accumulated in this region, and we have to make the bigger hole. Hole means itna bada nahi. You make it as a stimulation. You do the stimulation strongly. Now I am doing the stimulation, you can see here. Now strongly I am doing the stimulation. After the stimulation, that's enlarging the hole, I just withdraw the needle rapidly. So once I do withdraw the rapidly, there are the needles. So that time the wind which is unwanted chi is accumulated. That's called as a evil chi, evil energy that to be extracted. I mean to say there are the energies coming, entering, and then shouldn't be stored, that should be dispersed. But only there are the three places where the energy is stored. Only few places energy is stored. That's the reason is called as a chi hai, in tang, pai hui. There are the three places. How my soldiers are standing? Huh? Good. Right? Not to make the warrior or soldiers, I don't know. Huh? Defensing mechanism. Right? So now you understand, you withdraw this. Once you withdraw, the wind which is stored, that comes out. But this energy is the purified energy which we call as a Manipura and Swadhisthana chakra. Midway between that area, the storage of the essence is accumulated. Right? Whenever, that's the reason we have the good amount of the chi, the good amount of the energy is stored on that. It is required for the sexual coitus as well. Right? So however, 1, 2, 3. 3 regions we understand. See, one more is there. I wanted to withdraw the needle, we can withdraw. So like this, to evacuate the energy. So needling is piercing the needle and withdrawing the needle. That's very important. Whether you wanted to close the hole, we shouldn't close the hole. That also matters. But however, that later stage you will going to learn that. Right? Of course, is the gymnastic techniques is the. However, everybody should do the respiratory techniques. But in fact, is we are not using that. But in fact, in our institution also, it is advisable to me first and to everyone should do the, we call as a Surya Namaskar or something. Surya Namaskar, the name has been kept as a Surya Namaskar, is not meaning to do the Namaskar to the Surya. It's not like that. But however, once you do the 12 steps, so that steps are required to regulate. Mother for the asana is Surya Namaskar, 12 steps is the mother for all the asanas. Right? So therefore, with the pranayama we do it, and definitely that will be helpful for our day-to-day life. Right, in order to strengthen our pulmonary system called as a virginal energy. Virginal energy also known as a pectoral energy. Pectoral energy also known as a chest energy. The chest energy is good, then the brain energy also good, then the lower energy also good. When the respiration itself is very poor, then of course the virginal energy cannot be distributed to the across the body. That's the reason. How many of them will do? How many of them will do? Right. मेरे से पहले शुरू करेंगे, ठीक है. But however, I'll do some of the procedures without, after wake up and without doing any my personal procedure related to the connectivity of the divine. I don't do any other things. But however, that's the part of this, and again we have to implement as at least Nadi Shuddhi. Inhale to fill till your navel. Exhale from the navel. Yes, that's required. Right? So I think you people can practice Anulom, Vinolom, Bastrika and all. It's a very great importance for our health. And then the gymnastic technique normally we don't use in acupuncture, but aerobic gymnastic, where generally the people will practice some kind of the exercises for the physical fitness and then coordination. Right? There are the few gymnastic centers are existing, fitness centers are existing. Even people who wanted to do this kind of the art, this also learning is not bad. And then the massage techniques, of course, is the numerous types of the massage techniques, but here I wanted to tell you, massage was given on that time, but now massage to be known as is the therapeutic massage. We called as a tuina. Tuina is the massage. So how to do the massage? Generally is the body massage, or only the people massage to recognize is the sexual massage, right? That itself is there in the among the common people public, but in fact is not like that. But this massage is entirely different from the manipulation of the whole body. So there are the hand massage, finger massage, elbow massage, right? Palm massage, right? Like that we do have the pressure. Pressure also one kind of the massage. In fact, we have done already one video, I think is the umbilical navel massage. Massage to the navel. When you massage to the navel, you can feel how many types of the massages are there, and how many oils, different oils having the different properties. Massage I told you. Even this massage also prevention purpose we can use it. For instance, in the ancient people, normally they apply the massage to the navel not for the therapeutic purpose, only for the preventive purpose. So even today now we can do that every now and then, or monthly 3 days. Make it one habit for us, so that we just keep applying the massage to that particular region clockwise and then anti-clockwise by using, because every oil having the cold and heat properties. Even you can have a look of video in I think in the Nature Wellness channel. It's our another channel name. You just subscribe. In that you will get the belly button massage. Yes, I think so. Belly button massage is there. So that massage is the olive oil is different from the castor oil. The people who do have the knee pain, so for them applying the castor oil inside the massage of the navel, clockwise and anti-clockwise, that having the impact to give some amount of the relief to the knee pain as well. So in this way there are the numerous oils which already I have told. So you just follow that, also good. So when we wanted to do as a kneading, it's very important. Kneading means pushing. Something is pushing to the back region, especially on the paraspinal muscles. When we do the Panchakarma treatment, is a very great treatment. Panchakarma. Panchakarma is based on the perspective of Pancha Mahabhutas. So once you activate in the upward direction, kneading, that also is the therapeutic massage, right? And there is the pulling downwards direction, that also by doing the thumb on the DU meridian from the neck to the sacrum, that also one kind of the massage. Then we wanted to do like a spinning, or we are doing kind of the pressure. I think sometime I'll show you how to do the manipulation to the spine. So there is a spine is there. Once we roll it to the spine, plucking, something is like a plucking. So like that we do that precisely to the entire spine, upward direction. That also will be helpful for the paraspinal muscles and the people who are suffering for the knee pain. That also kind of the massage techniques, right? And no doubt there is a stone massage, Thai massage, Hong Kong massage, airport massage. So many massages are there. I think a few of them having the great experience. But that is different. That is aromatic massage and all. But as a rejuvenation massage, yeah, of course you wanted to do like a Ayurveda massage is there. So like that wanted to nourish with the oils. So oil is something is connected to our human system. Putting the oil on the scalp also you are nourishing to the hairs. Right? Normally I don't use, but sometimes it's required to nourish to our hairs also. Every day the people who don't take the shower every day, and they are taking 3 days once or 4 days once, and also it is required to nourish your hairs with the support of the good oil. Virgin coconut oil itself is the good oil, right? You can use it that in the night time, you can use it in the summer season, in the winter season you can use it in the afternoon time. The coconut oil is really good for our scalp to bringing down the cerebrospinal fluid is cooling down. Once it cool down, of course you will get the induced and natural sleep as well. So Tuina massage, sometimes when the possibility is there, whenever I take the practical section, that time you people put me the reminder to do that, how we do the massage techniques for the acupuncture point. But you people learn acupuncture, acupressure, moxibustion, cupping, Tuina. These are the major is acupuncture, and the minor is of course is the other modalities as well. But you learn acupressure also. Is acupressure is the part of acupuncture. So therefore we will try to teach you when the patient's phobia or your the phobia, both can be tactilely used as a pressure points to be done. But it's my perception about the acupressure is, acupuncture you people do it in our centers, and then later you just recommend them to do the manipulation at home by giving the certain pressure points. Normally we do the treatment weekly twice in our center, sometimes is weekly once. So weekly once is not quite enough, sometimes it is required the number of the sittings, 2 to 3 sittings, because of the situation of the patient or the disease. That particular time if you couldn't do or they can't come to our centers, so that time you mark it the certain specific areas of the points. For example, is there the people who are suffering for the respiratory problem, asthma related disorders, then what to be done? So asthma, I just applied the Tiantu 1 point and also Shanzang, the another 2 points I just applied. But is it 2 points are quite enough? Sometimes is not quite enough. So that particular time what is required? We ask them to manipulate continuously points. Those points are known as a Tiantu and then Shanzang. Give the pressure. Give the pressure here. Otherwise you massage this with the 4 fingers. With the 4 fingers, we should do the massage. This is not the Nagapambu. This is every human being having the one animal shape. Is it so, right?
Yes, sir.
Which animal you are?
Scorpion.
Wow. Animal is a scorpion. How about you?
Dog.
Huh?
Dog.
Dog. Oh, you are talking itself like a dog.
Dog.
Huh? So everybody is a animal also, right? Being a human being. So you don't ask me what is I am, then you people can tell me what I am, right? Then from here to here, what is there? Give the pressure to these spots, massage to this spot every day. So this is the spot where called as a Shufu, kidney 27 point, K27 point, massage this area and then massage to this area. It's not that you should do, but patient themselves they should do, or their attendants they can do too. From here, REN 22, from here is the pressure as the massage, and then come to the REN 17 in midway between the 2 nipples. From here is continuously given the massage, right? Keep giving the massage. This is known as is the massage techniques, one of them, right? Apply the oil. This is the mustard oil. Mustard oil is good. Mustard oil, the nature is hot. The til oil is nature is hot only, right? This 2, this is the black and white 2 is there, which is heat. You just check out, and then this 2, any one you just apply here and then keep doing the massage. This you are strengthening to the pulmonary system, right? Once we do this, if the GIT problem also is there, gastric problem also is there, that particular time we can apply here is the cold oil or the hot oil, and then we do the massage to this region. Otherwise there are the cold packs also existing. For example, rather than massage, we just use some kind of the cold packs with the support of the ginger, garlic, turmeric, right, onion, mix it together and then grind it and place it on the cotton cloth and then wrap it to the entire chest region to control and to regulate the pulmonary system. This also one kind of the pack and also one kind of the massage as well, right? So therefore we activate the entire area with the oil massage. That's called as a therapeutic massage, right? And also you just apply the mustard oil on the parallel to the chest region, and then massage clockwise direction, and then anti-clockwise direction is specifically on the back. This you shouldn't do. But if you are as a aesthetic acupuncturist and the people are coming to you and being a beauty acupuncturist, then you can do this also to the patient. The people are doing the massage by using as a getting the blissful reason. Rather than that is the rejuvenation to particular organ which is already affected rather than the whole body. So therefore you just massage and then kneading. Massage means kneading. Kneading with the palms, especially on the belly, the thenar eminence of the palm. So you just massage it, definitely that having the great impact. That also one kind of the therapeutic massage. Now there is the problem is connected to the lower geo. When the lower geo having the problem, when the sexual activity is very poor, on that particular time what the vigor and vitality and then arousal is required. So that arousal what is required? You just activate to this particular region. So activating to this particular region, giving the energy is the numerous ways. The massage to be given, then apply some kind of the mustard oil and then massage to this region. This region is strengthening to the Dantian. When the Dantian is storage of the energy is more and more, that will be fulfilling to the prostate gland. Prostate gland will going to support for the sexual activity as well. Right, the cavernous nerves will going to strengthen once we activate in this particular region. So in the similar way, the knee pain also is there. That particular time, which oil is really good, we just do the massage to the particular region, to the knee massage. Especially for example, when the person having the problem on the elbow or the shoulder region or the knee region. Right, please come forward. I'll show you how to do that massage. Now elbow pain is there in this particular region. Now we just activate the massage to this region. We massage to this region. This also therapeutic massage, right? So we just apply some kind of the oil, then we just rub each other. So knee also rub each other, shoulder also rub each other. This also is the therapeutic massage. Massage is totally different, but here is the one specific area you wanted to activate. So that particular time we just use one kind of the oil. For example, there are the acupuncture points are the micro level, some points are the macro level. You understand, till the entire area. Around 1 centimeter width there is the acupuncture point is existing. So that particular time you wanted to apply the entire area of the massage, you just do it. Right, for example, lung one point is there, that is the chung fu. That point to be used to respiratory problem, especially for the asthmatic conditions. When we tell them, mama or anyone who are suffering, we just mention, you just use this oil, apply here and then massage it to this particular area. Where exactly? Here you massage to this area. So in this way we put a word to them, you don't do. You are not the only the therapist to do that, but of course we put a word to the people themselves. They can do the acupressure at home with the duality of the synergy effect, isn't it? So hopefully you will learn all these techniques in the coming future. Then all the chemical and pharmaceutical techniques also were there on that time, even today there. So now we understand when I was working with the one hospital. So one hospital is same building, is the same building is the very big hospital. That means the entire part of the building is the TCM. The other building is the modern medicine. Right, pharmaceutics or the chemist or the pharmacist, what they will do? They do the dispensing and also they do the manufacturing of the molecules as well. So molecules are existing. Those molecules to convert in the form of the good essence, and they will promote kind of the tablets. They made tablets, capsules, injections, right, vials, so on. So whatever according to the British pharmacopoeia or the Indian pharmacopoeia or the USA pharmacopoeia is there. So based on that they will prepare the medications and then they will give the medicines also to the patient. But here the pharmaceutical is the herbal pharmaceutical and then the modern pharmaceutical. The modern pharmaceutical follow their modern medicine, and then herbal pharmaceutical like Ayurvedic pharmacopoeia is there, herbal pharmacopoeia is there, homeopathy pharmacopoeia is there, Siddha pharmacopoeia is the different, right? So they do follow according to their principles of the preparations. So likewise, so they also use the acupuncture, along with that they do the pharmaceutical also sometimes is required. Is the herbal pharmaceutical, of course, in the traditional Chinese herbs, I think I have forgotten how many herbs totally, but that herbs having the medicinal properties like a wind, dampness, dryness, coldness, humidity, how acupuncture point having that great importance. Each and every medicinal herb of the Chinese also having these different qualities of the herbs, and they integratedly they give that. For example, wind is excessiveness, to wind distracting there is some herb is there. I think at the same time when the circulation is poor, the chi is blood circulation is not good, so that time they use the herb like a than shell, so that herb is given to them. So likewise definitely they have the chemical and then the pharmaceutical techniques as well. And then dietary techniques, of course, this is in fact I was recommended last year or last to last year. Now I am telling to all the Zoom at the same time for here existing students, to everybody it is recommended, because we do acupuncture but we don't know what are the proteins, what exactly the collagens, and what is the fiber, what is the carbs exactly, and what is the fatty substances, what is the water soluble, fat soluble. We studied till SSLC PUC. Right, but up to that mark we are not eligible to put a word forward to the patients, that is what is required, the quality of the fruits, quality of the vegetables, it is the hot nature of the food or the cold nature of the food, because we call as all the vegetables and fruits are divided into two categories. One is the yang food, the other one is the yin food. So when the problem is in the yang condition of the patient is there, then you are again giving the yang food is not recommended, then the yin food to be advised, vice versa. That to understand to that level, we do require some certificate course in the diet and nutrition. So therefore the IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University, is offering the various courses on the nutrition and dietetics, and I request all of you, please join for any one specific course before putting to somebody else about their diet. Right, we all know BSc diet and nutrition, they are not quite enough to eligible to say, because they are lacking somewhere until they don't have the MSc clinical nutritionist or dietitian. So in this way, if not possible in the IGNOU, then it is also advised to do in the KSOU, Karnataka State Open University, as the open distance learning itself. Open distance learning. Anywhere you can do, any Kuvempu University is there, you just see, or the BU Bangalore University is there, you just try to find out where the courses are existing, put a word in the Zoom, and definitely they learn how to implement, put a word to others. Right, first of all we have to understand what is the cereals, right? What is the species are there, so what are the kitchen herbs which we called as so what quantity to be taken, what to be taken, what is the onion specialization is there, what are the shunti, ginger specialization is there. We know ginger is good, hot nature, it's good for the cold and congestion and also anti-inflammatory. We know the turmeric and then cinnamon and all, but try to go inside to that level so that you can understand to the deep knowledge about these herbs also. No doubt the Ayurveda is the specialization course, but we do require as a preliminary foundation level so that we can incorporate, rather than putting the herbs to the patient, you take this as a supplement, you take this as a supplement, but those supplements maximum also existing in our food itself. So where it's not getting from the food, then can be used as a supplementary. So for that is required to do the dietary techniques. You wanted to use it. Of course, I have given many diet guidelines. There are the few guidelines is there, how to eat, what to eat, when to eat, and diet plan for the entire day, what to be taken. I think those videos has been already uploaded, but even we can look into that to gain the knowledge, right? But for prevention purpose and also for the therapeutic purpose, it is really crucial and high time to tell. Because when we understand the people who come for the temperature, so during the temperature we do treat the patient, so that time we recommend them not to eat any kind of the meat. So the patient is going, because every few of them houses, they do have the regular meat intake is there, that's a common for them. Without meat they cannot take it, the food itself, and in this case somewhere is doing a mistake. We are doing here, you are going against the nature, right? So that particular time when you understand that not to be taken, this is very good. In that way they understand keeping the raw or the fasting on that particular time during the temperature, that itself is a speedy recovery, and sprinkling the water on the heart region, that also is a good remedy for the fever. So in this way now we understand about the dietary is what is recommended, what is not recommended. If ourselves we are not known to that, because the thyroid patients, what are the vegetables to be taken, what not to be taken, what are the fruits can be taken, not to be taken, and arthritis, what are the foods to be good, and respiratory illness, what are the foods to be good. So in this way try to analyze and understand, so that concept you need to come, rather than going for the clinical nutrition and dietetics. Definitely you will going to tell to patient, it is required. The patient will ask you what to be taken, you take anything. I do acupuncture, there is nothing is not required any kind of the patya, you just take whatever you want. So this is in fact at certain limits, certain diseases okay, but all the diseases is not recommended without keeping the proper diet. We are doing the only acupuncture treatment, that's not recommended. How many of them will going to join for the diet and nutrition course? Only 3-4? Wow. Yeah. Oh, others are really expert, right? Good. How about Zoom? Right? Oh, only one out of 26. Okay. Meditation techniques. I love this meditation. I don't know why I love, but I love means is the why the you can go to visit to the Pyramid Valley, which is existing on the Hyderabad, and also very big Pyramid Valley is there in Hyderabad. No, Hyderabad, and then Hubli, and then Kanakpura Road, right? There are the very few places where you can find the divine places. I think Art of Living also there is a meditation. His Sri Ravi Shankar Guruji, his mother name, he kept as a sadhana one particular place.
Going on top of the hill also you will get good energy.
Oh, the Mount Everest also we need to go. Right, that also meditation techniques. You can do it anywhere, dark place or the dark place or dark place or the bright place, wherever you wanted to sit you can do it. But whenever you wanted to do the meditation, and of course we have to focus for one thing. There are the numerous modalities and types are there, but according to the traditional Chinese medicine, it says once you close your eyes and then go to the dark places. But all of you, I'll ask you one question to all of you, and first we close now, and I wanted to get some kind of the answer from you and what you will going to see in the darkness. However, there is no power here, that's a good one way, and you are going to close the eyes now, and then once you close that will become more darkness. Then you are thinking that you are going to the deep darkness, and where there is no tunnel, inside the tunnel and there is no light at all, and what you will going to get it, and what you will going to feel it, and what you will going to receive it. And through the Zoom, I am audible in the Zoom, right? And you to see, and all of you practice only for at least 3 minutes. We spend the time. In 3 minutes time, I think somebody take the 3 minutes and make it as an alarm for 3 minutes, and then what you will going to get it out of it. So that's what we wanted to listen. But I'll tell you the secret, what exactly to be according to that perspective, how this meditation technique will going to derive something is the novel concept. But let me start. So somebody keep the alarm for 3 minutes. Anyone? Anyone keep the alarm for 3 minutes, and we will start. 0. No, 3, 2, 1, 0. Close your eyes now. And go to the darkness. Further you just move on to the darkness. Further deep to the darkness. Go deep, deep, deep to the darkness. So you feel one kind of the color. So what kind of the color or the brightness are you feeling? So please mention it. Yes, slowly open and rub your palm. Rub your palm and place it on your face and open the eyes. What kind of the color or something did you see? Anyone? You told darkness, darkness, darkness. What is brightness?
White, finding that light on me. I'm finding that light on me.
Reflecting on you.
Yeah.
So I am more powerful on you. And tell me. So anyone? Red light. Anyone? Huh?
I also saw the sky blue.
Sky blue. Then?
I saw white colors.
Good. Yeah, tell me, come on. Sky color. Then
I,
light blue.
since couple of things. Okay, one is my body at least started feeling so light. I actually started feeling like I'm flying somewhere. And then the second thing is like I actually started sensing first an yellow light, and then that turned out to be a kind of a whitish yellow as the time goes on and on. That's what I feel.
Good. Then, but now I'll tell you, as per their theory, I'll tell you once we do, because it may require more practice and practice and practice will become more expert. But here is in fact, once we go to the darkness and darkness and darkness, we will get one kind of the rays. That rays are violet color rays. So violet color is the one network which is the wireless network to communicate to the universe. So therefore that connectivity we can connect during the meditation. So that's the reason they do the meditation techniques. But however, the people who chant on the respective of your respective religions, so even you can do like the people who are telling in the Hindus are different, Christians and Muslims in the different languages. Muslims we say is the what we say as a some kind of the recitation we do to connect to the Almighty God, and Hindus say Gayatri mantra, right? And also Om Bhurbhuvah Tatsavitra Varanyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhayo Yona Prachodayat. Something is Om, people says that, and something is other people Christian, they connect to the O Paralogatilirkenda Paramapitave, they connect, right? So in this way you just do whatever you really like to get into connected to the God. I think in this way we need to do that kind of, otherwise this is one thing. And second thing is meditation is, of course we have to focus on our breath. Our breath itself we have to focus, so that we keep focusing to that breath and we are not distracting to anywhere our life, our thought process, because something is bothering us now and then. Problem is suffering for the court problems or the society problems or the parents problem or the children problem or the education problems or the society related disorder, friendship problems, love affairs, so many things are incorporated. So these distractions to keep away, then this focus on this, and certainly that also helpful to us. When we do connect to the Almighty God, but 10 o'clock also good time to get the vitamin D precisely, but 4 o'clock onwards is really right time. 4 to 4:30 in between is the right time to sit on the the sun rays. So we're really required to our body system. If there is a more than that we are sitting or going on the sunlight, that gets, we all know that gets the tan will get increase or the skin texture and also skin elasticity, so it's not much recommended. But however, the heliotropic techniques or the heart techniques, here I wanted to put you the word, this nothing but is the TDP lamp. TDP lamp or the we call as a infrared lamp. Every home we should keep one infrared lamp. Every center we should keep one infrared lamp. That also it is required. If the people who are coming for example, you can see that though my hands are very chilly and my legs are very chilly, I am always perspiration. If the patient is telling this word, then what is the right solution? Yeah, infrared lamp you give it to them, ask them to use it until we give the treatment for the next session, or they are waiting. During the waiting time, definitely they can use the lamp or we call as a Tedding Tian Chipo, that is called as a TDP lamp, which will get in the market. So that TDP lamp also is there in our center, so we can focus to the specific area to decrease the pain and inflammation. So therefore it is required as a heliotropic technique. Is the heart technique also really essential? If you don't have infrared lamp, I'll give you as another alternate for that. So you wanted to know, we called as a hair dryer. So we use hair dryer also, not a problem. That also having the medicinal properties. When how it get dry also our hairs, and also internally scalp also get dry, so we can use the hair dryer once we apply the oil or any particular region, and also it should show the infrared lamp or the hair dryer or TDP lamp or the moxibustion. All are collectively known as a heliotropic techniques. Right, now come to the sexual technique. Is the everyone, I think it's like it, the sexual techniques, but this is as a purely it is connected to there are the essence we called as the pure essence is existing with the male and then female as well. So this essence is 50% essence is with you, 50% essence with the male. So this is the female and then male, because every human being, with them male also is there, with us female also is there, right? Because how the hormones are existing, testosterone is there within you and testosterone are there within me as well, right? So in the similar way, there is the 50% you are. When the sexual activity is nothing but is the arousal, aroma, something is joining together. This is the male, this is the female, this is the this is the yang, this is the yin. So yin and yang joining together is the essence, is the pure essence for everything. So therefore you understand, when joining together, and God has kept as there are the 7 holes on the mouth, and including I can say is the 8th holes which is existing in our body. So 2 is the ears, and 2 is the nostril, and 1 is the mouth, and the 2 is the eyes. Ultimately there are 7. But another hole to be known as another lower 2 parts or the 2 junctions, or generally this is the lower portion to be known as one is the urethra, another one is the vagina, and another one is the penile organ, that also is the hole. But here for the male is the 1 hole on the lower portion, and of course is the anal region called as a rectum as well. When we look into this, and these are the holes are nothing but is the portal of the life, the portal of the essence. If there is the opening and closing to be taken place precisely, eyes should open and close precisely. The ears also is the hearing, may not hearing also. When the nose is taking the breath, of course is the 24 hours, and mouth is closed sometime. But this and all opening and closing to be taken place precisely. If it is not functioning, it's opening continuously, that also problem. If it is closed permanently, that also is the issues. So therefore this is in fact is called as a sexual technique, is the God has been kept the opening on the lower orifice of the pelvic geo. So that orifice is joining together. Joining together is the joining 2 essence together. Male essence is nothing but is the semen, and then female essence is nothing but is the ovum, and then joining together is the cultivation, growth and development. Not only that, I think only one particular point called as a Hui Yin, that's a Ren 1 acupuncture point, which is located midway between the perineum and then anal region. There are the one specific point. The beauty of the one point, I think I have given nearly 15 to 20 minutes talk on one particular point connected to only this sexual activities. I think so many sexual activities videos are existing. Perhaps we were uploaded. I think everybody should see that what is sex. The sex education today is the very imperative to not you and me at the age of before marriage we should know. It's not like that. But before, much before itself we should know, we should aware of the sexual activities or the sexual knowledge or the sexual book or the sexual wisdom. We should know. It's not that practically, of course we should know about the theoretically what exactly is it. So therefore we understand the hui in one particular point is really good point if we activate, but the people who don't have this kind of the activity, I think one person came from the Bellary. No, he told that because of the cardiac problem, heart is not pumping him precisely. That's the reason he came for our center, and I have treated nearly 333 around 10 sittings I have treated, or 10 to 12. Then he was putting a word day before yesterday, sir, for the last 1.5 years I couldn't do my sexual activity. He was got the varicose vein distension, swelling on the testis. I just checked him whether did you do the sex activities. He said no. Then there is a swelling also in that region. So that particular time he highlighted, I couldn't meet for the last 1.5 years because of doctor told me not to do the coitus. So due to that reason I am not doing, because my heart is pumping is very poor, and if I do the sexual activities again the pressure goes more, and that causes the problem. But doctor is recommended only 6 months, but I have not done for the 1.5 year. So there is a retention of the essence. It is the accumulation of the essence is there that's not executing outside. Due to that reason, perhaps chances are there is a testicle swelling also is there. Hydrocele also is there. So that's not properly moving. So what I mean to say, I have given the suggestion, but this is as a, you couldn't do that, but better you don't do it. But you cannot do it, but even wife can do it. So wife can do the sexual activity on the top. We called as there are the 62 different types of the Kama Sutras, techniques are there. So one technique called as a cow girl. Cow girl is nothing but the girl or the woman should be top of the men. Right? So in that posture, you shouldn't get the problem. You shouldn't get the issues on the chest problem. You are just lying down. But arousal is very important before doing the coitus. And the people who are suffering for today and the sexual activities, the females and then males, the males are not giving the proper, good quality of the life to the wife or so on. When we understand the wife is not understanding to the men, so all are connected to the sexual weakness, which leads to the mental disorders, which leads to the several diseases connected to the physical illness as well. But rather than physical, but generally you understand mentally the person will going to affect a large level. Women also will be affected, male also will be affected, and the female will be affected when he doesn't do the coitus at least weekly once and meeting each other until he don't have any problem. At least you can talk to them. Talking itself is the sexual activity you have done. Not that making sure that, so people is so many, if I wanted to talk, but I can talk hours together about the sexual activities, but however, you understand the major problem is, but when we are not joining together, the pleasantable feeling, the essence, the coitus is not entering inside, so that is called as is the purified essence of the male, and then yang, and then the female essence is joined together. Coitus interruptus method is different from the coitus. Coitus is doing only the coitus. Coitus interruptus method, that also not pleasantable, because you are not inserting, only inserting, that's not going and reaching to the ovum. It's not going to reaching to the specifically in the uterus. That means it's not mixing together. The mixing itself is together, the yin and yang joining together, zhang and fu is joining together is the essence. That essence, whatever the parents will give to the children, that essence will be prevail and exist till the last breath of the child. The person at 80 years of the age, 90 years of the age, you remember that the good quality of the essence together. Normally I used to say the weak positive of the pregnancy. Gravidex is positive, but it's the weak positive. But how is it possible? The children also will become very weak and then very low once they'll come out, and then it is very immunity is very poor. And you shouldn't go and ask to your parents that I'm so weak and immunity because you haven't given me the good essence to me. Right? Don't fight to them because they have given whether the poor energy or the good energy or the bad energy, but you are on this planet. So this planet is giving you everything to see everything. If they haven't given you, you couldn't be born to this world. So therefore, that essence is, in fact, I mean to say, the good quality of understanding each other, nourishing to the child. So no, aisa hi ho gaya, kaisa ho gaya, aisa hi ho gaya. They don't have the concept to do that. Let it be. So with interest, with the coitus is doing with the meaningful, that will be really helpful. At the same time, we understand when the person don't have the intention, then again they are doing that also not really good, you understand. When the person is telling, I do have the problem of impotency, erectile dysfunction, or the premature ejaculation, all are really not only connected to the male problem until he don't have any epididymis cyst or anything vas difference problem, or the testicles doesn't have any problem, then he don't have any problem in the impotency until the woman doesn't support to him. Remember, the people who are suffering, around 50% of the important patients are suffering today. So that's not the problem of the important of the men, it is related to the female as well. But I am not blaming to all the women, but women also reason to cause the impotency. You understand? Because when the person is strange, somebody is there. Please mute yourself, somebody is causing the problem. Now, if strange woman is there or strange man is there, and that particular time, due to the sake of the money, they go to the sex workers, and then you just assume that she is lying as a dead body. Assume like that. And she just open everything and she is just lying down. You do whatever you want. What he will going to do? Nothing he can do until there is no stimulant, vice versa, both the side. Because both are who are not married, and keep it in your mind, don't interact and implement very soon, okay? Yes, then don't try with the strange again. But strange people, they go and see, and these people, this new generation people says, no, I don't have any energy. Looking the porn films, and they are seeing that I don't get erections. Arey Baba, there is no physically contact, there is no touching contact, there is no palpation contact. How does it possible? She is there, she is sleeping only for the sake of money. Sorry to say all these things, because the word is the sexual techniques is here, but just I wanted to put a word, what is the reality of that, since we are treating to the many patients as well. Impotency problem is not the impotency problem of the male, of course is the female, your duty to stimulate to the husband. And husband's duty to stimulate for her to activate. Getting the orgasm, arousal, foreplay is a very important. The foot is fetish. When you touch to the foot fetish, so that get arousal. When you touch to the ears, bite to the ears, bite to the SCM muscles, and kissing to the SCM muscles, that is the arousal. The biggest place of the major place for the sexual activity before entering to the coitus, it is the original place we can consider, that is nothing but is the chest cavity. The male nipple and female nipples are the breast areola, that itself is the very crucial to get the erections. Once you touch to that directly having the connectivity to the brain. From the brain it gives the signal through the pituitary gland to the adrenal gland, and of course that will release certain hormones, estrogen and progesterone and testosterone level. Drastically it releases, and also there is a love hormone is called as a oxytocin will releases. I think I have made 1 year, 2 years before, I have made one video how the breast nipple is connected to the sex and how the chest is connected to the sex. That I already have done that one video long back. Even you can have a look of it. So therefore you understand, together is the essence, together is the life, together is the happiness and blissful life, right? So therefore, so always there are the in person doing the masturbation, and then that also essence are wasting. Around at the age of 21 years you protect to your children, at the age of 24 years you protect to your boys. Then that will be really good for us in order to strengthen our energies. The sperm enters at the age of 16 years for the boy, and then ovum enters to the girl at the age of the 14 years. The 14 plus 7 years you protect the boy, protect the girl. 7 years is the cycle for the woman, girl, and then boy is the 8 years is the cycle according to the traditional Chinese medicine, but the sexual activity also says the same. So when we protect this particular time we have to, but this today, I think school children, college children, what they are doing, all you know it. Wasting the essence drastically, doing the masturbation twice or thrice in a day. How? If we think that will get giddiness to me. Right? After 24 years it's eligible, but before that they will going to vanish. Then they says they do have the infertility problem. His sperm's quality is very poor, and almost they say these words. Why is it so? We were wasted our essence. However, the eating also not the very great nutritious food today. Normally we wanted all the delicious food, and bitter food is we are not ready to take it. What are the natural foods are existing across the globe, and then really we are not like to take it in that level, and whatever we require the calories, that calories are not nourishing to the body system. Normally we take which is unwanted maximum to fill our food. So there is no energy. At the same time, the people who are using as a laptops or the microphones or the using gadgets, that also destroying our immunity. Laptop itself is the biggest problem. The people at the night time, they keep on the lap and they work together, causing the cervical pain, and over the period of time, one problem is the biggest problem. They are in Indians, but they work for the Americans. But we are Indians, but we work for the America like that. We are there in America like that. We sleep in the day and we wake up in the we normally work in the night. And the people who work, okay, they're working, but without that also normally we are here, we are only awakening till that 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. At 5 o'clock the people will sleep, some people. Is it true?
Yes.
Yes. In this case, how we're going to nourish our body, and how the sexual activity will increase in our system. All are really high time. All the girls or women who are getting the headache, remember at the age of after the marriage, and the husbands, they don't do the coitus, that causes the headache to the female. The female today getting the migraine and other related problem headaches, you remember that also related to the sexual activity, where the husband is not giving the precise energy to him. But however, the energy at the age of 60 years or 70 years or 80 years, and they also require some kind of the essence to nourish each other, and joining together, hugging each other, sleeping on the one bed, and then talking the sexual activities, talking at the age of honeymoon activities, at the time of the marriage. Talking itself is giving the pleasantable feeling each other, that becoming the harmony to the male and female. Not doing coitus is necessarily is essential to the male and female. Of course, is talking itself is the pleasantable, and seeing each other with the eyes, and that with the love and affection, that itself is joining together. I think. Are you awake? I think we can ask the good experience and senior person. Right. So I think this is the respiratory technique. You can see here, this is one thing, is the another technique is the gymnastic techniques, meditation techniques, tuina and massage techniques, dietary techniques. By looking itself to mouth is watering. Oh, I love this. See, yin and yang. Yin and yang is the harmony, black color and white color. You can see. You can see that is the symbol. His symbol is known as a Tai Chi Tu. Tai Chi Tu is the symbol name. So that name is itself is giving. So this is the whole plate. There is the harmony. White color is there, and then the black color is there. But in the black color, there is a small hole. Within that, what is there? White is there. There is a white color. Within there is a hole. What is there? Black color is there. So that means is the white is inside is the black and vice versa, because we understand within girl, boy also is there, vice versa. Right? So that's the reason we are joining together. Don't ask me, there is the today the gay and then what the homosexuality is getting married each other. The government has given the authorization and passed the bill. This everything is okay. But this something is, I don't want to comment, but this is wrong actually. Right? So this is not really good. The why we wanted to adapt the Western culture. Western culture, everybody is doing something is different. Today people are incorporating many things. But government shouldn't pass this kind of the act, which basically I understand the gay marriage or the lesbian marriage, homosexual marriage, all are getting, of course is the no transgenders, they are doing marriage, okay, right? And then the other community, that is okay. But apart from that, this is male to male and female to female is joining together. No doubt to protect and then destroy the population, you can do it, but this is not the way to do this, isn't it? But however, this is really wrong. What I mean to say, this is it's not I am pricing only to the Chinese medicine. I am not promoting to the Indian medicine. Of course, anything good, accept it. Anything good. The children says is good, accept it. The elder told good, accept it. And elder said wrong, don't accept it.